Hey everyone, welcome back to another mobile edition of the Your Project Shepherd podcast. I am still live here at IBS 2023 in Las Vegas. And today I have Mitchell Kasselman joining me. Mitchell's with Ressio Software, and they are a new startup software company in the construction project management space. And I've actually been working with them for several months now, doing some advising on and helping them develop their new product that's coming out. And so I wanted to chat with Mitchell today to talk about what their product is, but also just why, as a consumer, you should work with a builder who uses a project management software solution and doesn't just rely on yellow notepads and spreadsheets and things like that. So first of all, welcome. Thanks for coming and sitting with me today to talk.
Thanks for having me, Curtis.
Yeah. So first of all, just tell us a little about Ressio and kind of where you guys are in your process and how soon you think you're going to launch?
Yeah. So Ressio was founded in July of 2022. And we started the company because we were talking to a lot of custom builders and remodelers. And we found there were two types. One, there were those that were not using software and feeling the pain of trying to manage a lot of process with customers, with subcontractors, and as well as tracking their own financials. Then we also talked to folks that were using software and realized that the products that were out there were too complex, they were unintuitive, they were hard to use, and they weren't very customer friendly. So ultimately, we decided to found Ressio under the principles of being simple, modern, user-friendly, benefiting both the general contractor or the builder, as well as the customer.
And when are you guys going to launch?
We're going to launch in April of 2023, so about 3 months out right now. Okay. And we're currently about halfway through building our initial product.
Cool. And as I mentioned, I've been working with Mitchell and his team on some consulting as they've gone through this process of getting started. And I really love the way things are going. The interface is very intuitive. It's great for both builders and for you guys as consumers. It's a great interface and a way for us to communicate with each other. So just tell us why people should work with a builder who's using a project management software system and not just, like I said a minute ago, relying on a yellow pad.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of challenges in that custom building process, right? So if you think about from a customer standpoint, who do you want to trust with your information, with your selections? What happens when you have someone who is not using software and it's on a yellow pad is that information gets lost. So, 1 month later, the builder may be trying to find, okay, what was that selection for that tile? And that information could be in some piece of paper under a pile, under a stack somewhere. And now you're, as a customer, thinking, okay, how can I trust this person? Or maybe later on, and you want to have a change to the home. You want to be able to interact with that builder in a very user-friendly manner. And that builder also wants to be able to manage that information in a very clean and easy storage place. So having someone who uses construction management software means that your information, your selections, your decisions are going to be in a trusted environment that you both can see, creating transparency throughout the entire building process.
Yeah. One thing on my side that and we've been using another brand of construction software for, I guess, about 6 years now. And one of the best things for me is that all that information is just right there wherever I go. It's on my phone, my iPad, my desktop computer. Wherever I am, I can get the information on that project. So if I am walking through the house and I don't have anything else with me but my phone, and I say, where is that faucet supposed to be located on this wall? If it's a wall-mounted faucet, I need the specs. I can open up that particular spec sheet that we have saved. Or if I want to go back and look at a conversation that we've had with the customer, just a documentation of, hey, we talked about making this change. Where did we land on that? So here's a record of the messages that went back and forth. Here's the change order that we presented to them. Here's where they approved it. So all the details are always right there with me all the time.
Yeah, it's right there with you, and then also right there with the customer too.
Yeah.
So if I'm a customer and I'm thinking, okay, what was that selection that I made? What was that change order that I signed off on? I should be able to go into my app and see this is exactly what I signed off on and how much money I'm going to be charged.
Yeah, and also for turnover purposes within the builder's company, let's say you start the project and you have one project manager. That guy gets laid off, quits, whatever, in the middle of the project. Somebody else steps in. Well, now he has all the information. He doesn't have to go back and sort through folders and hope the other guy documented stuff.
Yeah.
It's all right there for them to have at their fingertips during that transition period, right?
Definitely, and it's great. It's great for everyone involved.
Yeah. So, project management software has been around for a while now in the construction industry. I think it used to be more focused on commercial at first, but like a lot of things, that ends up evolving into the residential side of things. But I would say in the last, 6 or 7 years, project management software has really kind of blown up to where a lot more builders are using it.
I'd build onto that and say, like, from the conversations we've had with a lot of builders, we're kind of at an inflection point. So if you think about like the internet, right? You always hear like the internet is like Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, right? We kind of had V1 of project management software, right? That's the offering that you have today, right? That most builders that are using project management software have had for the last 5-10 years. And now we're at this transition point where we realize, okay, that version 1 is not creating enough value to everyone involved, especially the customer. So it's time for us to bring version 2 to the market and basically take another look and thinking about how can we make this a better experience.
That's a great point. So as builders, we should also be looking to evolve our businesses as well, and using a tool like Ressio that's kind of taking that to that V2.0 level is a great way for us to do that. So, well, I appreciate you coming and joining me today. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Curtis.
And we're super excited for you guys to roll out and for us to make that transition to using Ressio and see how that changes our business too.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to bringing you Ressio and bringing it to the customers too.
All right. And thanks for joining us again. And we hope you'll stick with us, and we'll see you soon.